Right, today is the 1st of July, 2025, Crazy Super Tuesday revision with Cal, and we're going to go into the market to see what we can learn from today's market and also some key points that you can take away from the revision class. All right, those disclaimer apply as usual. Please make sure that what we share here today and now is basically we want you to guys to know how to use the system even better. Okay, so let's go to the market. Okay, congratulations to everybody. The gold has went up this morning. From morning, we've been calling for buy on gold. It's going up. And just to let you know, we have a diamond now in the making. Yes. Now, why is there a diamond? Because that's a KCX 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, there's a KCX where it's a green color is flashing. So what the system will do is that it's to calculate when is the next CCRY. So once the market have a KCX that's blinking, the system will automatically find the next available CCRY. So now since the CCRY is happening, which is color change from yellow to red to yellow, that's why the diamond pop up. So the question is this, can you trade right now? Cannot. Okay. Why? Because the market haven't finished yet. So the market now is trading very nearby to the pivot, to the MA30 right now. And I told you this morning, right, to go for the buy. It's very clear. You see, I told you to go for the buy. And for those who have trust on me, you will make money from the market. Yeah. Okay. So those who have made money from gold, congratulations to you. This is well done. This is what we do for a living. We make money from the market. Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay. All right. So that's the part one of that. Let me see some picture of myself. Okay. Need to do some marketing. Okay, so now so how did we go through this again? The sequence, all right. Now, don't you realize that every time when I do my Super Tuesday and I tell you things, there's always the same thing, right? Don't you realize that? The whole objective is simple. I said before, if a market is bullish, you just find the KCX that's the longest, okay, and you do a back test. Do you notice that every time you do a back test like this, the answer is always the same? That means that whenever there is a KCX that is the longest, and then you put a vertical line onto it, okay, you will come to a conclusion whereby it will be a red candlestick. But then once the red candlestick is there, all right, the next thing that will happen very soon is that the market will turn from red to yellow, right? Red to yellow, red to yellow, and where we are right now. So don't you notice that it's very simple to trade? Once you see KCX at the bottom, okay, wait for the color to switch from red to yellow and you have the trade. It's as simple as that. So that's why now since October 2024 until now, we have three occasion. And today or 2 days ago, we have the similar occasion whereby the KCX was blinking and then voila, the color change over. So now, is there any more further upside? Well, by right, if the market can break above 33.42, the MA30, then I think we should be able to see this number 33.67 in the near term. 33.67 in the near term. All right. So for those people who has followed us, who have been with us, you should know that it is very possible. Now the KSI is actually red in color. The KCX is now blue in color. So both indicators are still a bit weak at the moment. So this upside would not like a Superman fly up, but it will stagger slowly. Now again, not too sure why are we having that, but we know that the dollar itself is depreciating in value. Yeah, the US dollar. Let me bring the dollar chart right now. Now, just now Dennis was asking me, is that about the 30th of June exposure of the bond market based on what you see the last 2 days volume? The volume last 2 days was huge, right? It's like, wow, the volume is as high as the day of 74 million. Then the next day one was about 53. So this means that someone, most of the Federal Reserve have came in to basically lend the money to US to settle their problem. That's why the bond price actually went up because there's a huge buy purchase in the market. And because of that, that causes the price, the yield to go down, right? The yield went down. You can see that the yield pressed down further. Now it's 4.19. And the thing is this, you look at the dollar index, it's continued to fall. It's very, very near to my target of 96.51. Now we're at 96.70, so it's about 20 pips away. Well, by right, there should be a rebound in the near term, but we also seen before it can be down for many, many days before we see the rebound. So they need to wait for a while, yeah? Now, yesterday I talked about the VIX. Did you buy some VIX? Okay, the VIX yesterday went down to a low of 1632, and yesterday's low of 1673. So the low is already improving. So which means that it's a very good chance we will see something out of nowhere from now till the when the VIX goes back to maybe 21, 22 level. Yeah. So I don't know what will happen, but we do know that 5th of July we have some potential from this weather issue. So that's why we see whether is there going to be a reason for the market to sell instead. Okay, so that is the KCX. So if you put it into the Dow Jones, right, it will behave the same. Yes, it will behave the same. So let's take a look here. So same thing, find the longest one. Okay, which is here. Okay, find the longest KCX, which is here. Find the longest KCX, which is here. Okay, so don't you see the same thing repeating over and over again? Is that once you have a KCX that is the longest, wait for the thing to turn from red to yellow, and then this is where you buy and enjoy the ride. So same thing again, price goes down, red turns to yellow, enjoy the ride. Red turns yellow, okay, this one a bit tough. It went down first, then it shoot up, yeah, okay, so this one is a bit tough. Compared to the other two was very simple, but at least the point is that if you have the firing power and the thing to hold, you can actually buy more around this area here itself because it's following the pattern of what it used to. Okay, so guys, now you should know what to do. For the Dow Jones is still very bullish right now. It's been staying above the KCX level. No sign of reprieve, so the market might be going for the one, might be going for the challenge towards 44,400 level, right? If you look at the trend line, if you draw a simple trend line, we are somewhere around there already, okay? Somewhere. So another bit more, let's say maybe we see 44,200 level, then maybe the market will start to sell down to the 42,000 area because you can still see that the boys are still selling relentlessly. So the question is this, is the big boys selling relentlessly now in the market? The answer is no. In fact, there are a lot of people calling for buy. Tom Lee called for buy, some guys from JP calling for buy, everybody calling for buy. So you see, when everybody calls for buy, you should know that what to do next already, right? Very, very simple, yeah? Okay, so we have done the Dow analysis. We also done the gold analysis. Now we can do something else different. Now, this morning, I talked to you to short the Nikkei, right? Did you short the Nikkei? Because I short the Nikkei. So this Nikkei we shorted just now, and the rational reason for shorting Nikkei was very simple. Undeniable, I'm a bit affected by the manga who says that by this coming Friday we will see a huge tsunami coming in. Oh gosh. Okay. So the thing is this, based on what I'm seeing right now, today opening price is 40,227 and the pivot 2 was 40,790. So I was very, very clear that if the market breaks below the opening mark at 40,200, we will see the Nikkei coming down. Now, earlier we said that the Nikkei will be going down to this level, particular level, which is at 40, sorry, as 40,400. Yeah. So the market went more than that. Yeah. It went more than that. Okay. No, sorry, 39,794. Sorry, 39,794. So the thing is that the market has already reached there because now it's 39,700. The next target that it could be hitting, which this is my personal profit, 38,954. So if the market can go down, there will be another 1,000 points for the Nikkei to drop. Now, for Nikkei drop 1,000 points is already ridiculous, but again, anything can happen. I'm just following through. right, and see whether I will be right or wrong. Yeah. So let's see how it happens from down here. Because one thing is that the boys are still buying, the retailers are still buying, so it's very difficult to convince anybody to do this thing right now. I totally understand that. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you had traded the Nikkei, you let me know. Yeah, that'll be very cool. Okay, so that is the Nikkei to be sorted out. Okay, next one will be the uh, DAX. Shall we do a live session here? Now DAX very open and try to trade down already. Do you short the DAX? So DAX open at a very interesting price. The opening price is at 23,956. So which means that once the market opened, it was above pivot 2, but once you break the pivot 2, it became a sell. All right, and this is crazy because the selling mode itself is, you know, it is not small, it's coming down fast. So we can actually see there's a high chance that the DAX can go down to the next KCB, which is somewhere around here. Hold on. It's about 23,788. So not too far away, 50 points away. Yeah, 50 points away from the first KCB. Then after that, we have another KCB. Then that will be the one that breaks down all the way to here. And that will be 23,563. Okay, so that is the DAX for today and the market. I hope that today you guys have learned something from the KCX, and then I also hope that you guys are able to apply on other markets. Now, do get your bonus credit as much as possible because we're going to have something interesting coming up when the app is going to be launched. So get as many bonus credit as possible. All right, guys, thank you very much. I will see you guys the next time. This girl signing off. Oh, your oil? Okay, sure. I thought I don't want to talk about this. Then you want oil? Of course, can do oil, yeah? Okay, let's do oil. The Dennis wanted oil, right? Okay. Now, oil, as I mentioned to you guys, we have a huge selling that day. And you can see that usually the midpoint, the MLP of this will be a very good pivotal point. Then the second pivotal point will be here. So everybody, if you can do me a favor, you can take out your this calculator and can calculate this with me together. Take the opening price, which is 68.84, 6884 plus the closing price 6614. So 6684 plus 6614 divided by 2. What number do we get? 6749. Thank you very much. 6749. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Disha. Okay, so everybody watch this crazy thing. Now, I have not prepared this. Dennis is the one who asked me to talk about oil, so I wasn't prepared for this. So but as usually, I know what will happen next. Okay, the market in my point is always is a very simple thing. Yeah. All right. So and then what we do now, we just press OK. Da 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 da. See, look at the thing, guys. Look at the when the market opens here, trade down, right? Okay. Look at the high the next day. Oh, next 2 days, yeah. The high on this day was $67.41. So the market really tested it a little bit, then pull back. I think the spread, in fact. So yes, indeed. So now we know there is a imaginary resistance at $67 and this 49 cent. So if the market can break above that, ooh, then I think that will be the start of the game already. Yeah, 6749. Okay, just keep note there. So 6749. This will be the level that you want to take note for the market. Yeah. Okay, so now just now Danny say look for the longest green. Longest green not yet leh. Now it's not done yet. It's a little bit hard to see. All right, because now the one that is blinking seems to be longer than the one on the left, right? So it's not yet. We need to have a clearer convicted this KCX, then we can draw that horizontal line. So where you place the horizontal line is very, very important, and this will give you the point itself. Yeah. So watch out for 6749. We need the crude oil to go past 6749, then can, yeah. So traders watch out for the 6749. Okay, so Kel, if 6749 go up, where would it go? Oh, very easy. If 6749 go through 6884, which is the KCB, here we definitely taken out by the market. So watch out for this 6749. If you brush through this, the market will be going for this number, which is the 6884. Okay, 6884. Okay, like a little bit like this 4D like that. Okay, so we're gonna try and do it now. 6884. Okay, so then the middle part of the candle for the MLP, yes, of course. Once we are past 68.84, we will call everybody here to draw the midpoint for this. Okay, I think we did it before previously, so watch out for this number. Yeah, once the market comes down. Okay, so on the same notation itself, you can see that. Wait, sorry. Okay, you can see that how it works over here. This is where the crude oil came down, hit the lowest point, and then CCRY. But the thing is that this is not very strong because the thing is that due to a lot of complication, so that is why the strength is not there, but you can buy cheap, right? Remember the strategy I told you, right? You go and apply it and put it at the closing price here. And of course, you can get to buy goods over here way ahead the CCRY. So if you can do it, that'll be even better than you have you have a niche in the market, yeah? Okay. All right, that will be all for this afternoon session. If anything else, any more market to take a look, there are 13 of you here. You can key in anything you want me to take a look. I'm more than happy to help you out. Okay, I'm counting down. 10, 9, 5, okay, 2, okay, 1. Thank you. All right, guys, thank you very much for this afternoon. I will see you guys online again on Telegram. This is Kel signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.